A little over a year ago, my life looked completely different. After my marriage ended, I packed up everything I owned and moved across the country. I left behind the life I thought would be my forever and stepped into a future I never planned for. And honestly, starting over terrified me. For the first time in over a decade, I was completely on my own. Everything felt uncertain, every room felt empty, and for a while, so did I. Little by little, things started changing. What started as an empty apartment slowly became a home. My brother helped me put the pieces of my life back together, and for the first time in a long time, I started feeling hopeful again. And that's when I learned about 75 Hard. The first time I failed, the second time I finished. And it changed my life, not because it made me perfect, but because it showed me I was capable of doing hard things. I joined a gym that challenged me. I started running. I spent more time outside. I went on adventures with old and new friends. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was living again. 75 Hard was exactly what I needed. But when it ended, something felt missing. I wasn't struggling anymore, but I wasn't growing either. I felt stuck, like I was standing in the middle of a bridge. No longer the person I used to be, but not yet the person I wanted to become. I knew I needed another challenge, something bigger, something that scared me, something that felt impossible. In November of 2025, I signed up for an Ironman 70.3, and honestly, I still don't know if that was bravery or insanity. But since then, I've bought a bike, learned how to ride with cleats, completed my first ever 5K race, bought a Wahoo kicker so I couldn't use the weather as an excuse, went back to swimming since the last time was between 7th and 8th grade, about 20 years ago, and every step has reminded me how much I still have to learn. Because here's what I realized. My biggest challenge isn't swimming, it isn't biking, and it isn't running. It's consistency. It's staying on track when nobody is watching. It's doing the things I said I would do long after the motivation disappears. And that's exactly why I'm documenting this journey, because here's the thing. I wasn't a runner, I wasn't a cyclist, and it's been over 20 years since I swam. When I started this journey, I was basically a beginner in all three sports, which honestly makes this whole thing feel a little ridiculous. But maybe that's exactly why I need it, because what excites me most isn't the race itself. It's seeing what happens when an ordinary person decides to do something that feels completely out of reach. I'm just someone who decided she wanted more for herself, more discipline, more consistency, more confidence, and I want to see who I become if I keep showing up. The real goal is becoming someone who follows through, someone who keeps promises to herself, someone who stays consistent long enough to become capable of doing hard things. So for the next 174 days, 24 weeks and 6 days, 5 months and 21 days, I'm showing up. No starting over, no waiting for motivation, just consistency. And on December 6, 2026, we'll find out what's possible. Let's see what happens.